Why should a kingdom citizen develop their faith, develop strong faith for the big harvest? Number one, according to Prophet Habakkuk and four other places in the Bible, three or four, some people will say three, others, some say four. The just live by their faith. The quality of our life on this earth is determined by our faith. It is that important. Maybe we have to stop and remind ourselves, what is faith? Faith is what we do when Daddy has spoken. Faith is not assumption. Faith is not a reaction. Faith is not a wishful thinking. Neither is faith something you just desire. Can desires, wishful thinking, assumption, reactions turn into faith? Yes. When you begin to pray and ask the Lord, He can give you a word, and then when you respond to the spoken word, most of the time, Daddy gives us His word through one spoken word through your prophet. He can give you a word as you're studying the word. He can give you a vision. We've seen it throughout this fast that Daddy can speak to us in many ways or through many channels. It is only when He has spoken, we accept the word, we respond to the word, that we can say the faith process has begun. When you are in that process of faith, I want us to understand that it is not a casual thing. It is so important to build our faith because that's how we live. I've said severally that the season of a child of God is not winter and summer, it's one revelation to the next. When He gives us a word, He changes our seasons. This is the proper mindset. When you understand this, you will not play with prophetic words again. They are not suggestions. Number two, why develop our faith? In the book of First John, I need to remember the particular verse. It says, "This is the victory." First John 5:4 should be that overcomes the world, even our faith. Even our faith. Faith is the victory, not a victory. The victory that overcomes this world system. It could be a symptom in your body. When you get a word from the Lord, that's the word you keep speaking, which is called what? The sword of the Spirit. That's the word you're going to keep declaring over that situation, because that word that might not even make sense, might not add up for you, might not even sound like correct English, might not even feel like that's God speaking. But if you're sure and you're sure that it is Daddy that is telling you that's the solution to that problem, hold on to it, because that's the victory that overcomes the world. Any other approach might fail, but the faith approach will always work. Talks to my father in the Lord and tell him to be like a big cathedral in how many days? 360. Are you kidding me? 1 year a cathedral is up. What? 50-seater that can seat 50,000 people. And he felt like at one point he was like, as an architect, I know this is not possible. But by his word, that's like what Peter did. However, I'm an expert fisherman. However, according to your word, I'm letting down this net. Mhm. It's the victory that overcomes. When you are given a word in a particular situation, that's it. Don't go and look for any other thing. You speak that word, you declare that word, you stand with it, and you refuse to do otherwise. Why should I develop my faith? Because it's a muscle. It's like a muscle. Faith is like, it's likened to a muscle. If you don't develop it, it will not grow. You can have all the amazing six-pack hidden in there until you develop it by working out, eating healthy. You won't see it. It's the same with faith. Your faith has to be developed by what? Listening to the right word of God, food, hanging around the right kingdom people. That's like weightlifting. There's so much more we can say in that, in using that particular example. But faith is like a muscle. I don't care how you lie to me, you would like to see somebody who is fit, muscles in place. It's true. I'm not trying to cause any emotional problem. You would like to see your husband with six packs. True or false? True. You would like to see your husband with toned muscles, not just muscle mass, but toned ones. It's the same in the spirit. When you meet people with subtly spiritual muscle, you enjoy it. You enjoy them. You enjoy life with them. What are we saying? Build your muscle. It does not just look good. You can lift more. There's a lot of research that shows that if you have a critical disease, when you go to the hospital, before they put you maybe like on the chemotherapy, they check your muscle mass and muscle strength. I mean, the natural. It's the same in the spiritual. See, if you faint in the day of adversity, what is the diagnosis? Your strength was small, no muscle. That's what it is. Build your muscle before trouble shows up. Build your faith before trouble shows up. Build your muscle, faith muscle, in order to enjoy life on earth. The last but not the least, rewards. We'll be rewarded in heaven for living a faith life on earth. You don't want to go to heaven without faith adventures. Faith is worth developing. And like we just saw with muscles, it cannot develop by itself. It has to go under some pressure. The things you are going through, the things we have gone through, the things we will go through are not to our disadvantage. They are putting the pressure on our faith muscles. And if we permit these faith muscles to grow, we'll be rewarded. Let's go back to Hebrews 11 we saw yesterday. Do you realize that these people were rewarded because they went through challenges and overcame? They did. They overcame the challenges. Now, you who have decided to practice fall down and die, I mean, you can say that for your enemies. Somebody's like, none of the above. Okay, I agree. Don't say doing to your enemies. All this practicing of fall down and die. When you go to heaven, you go empty handed. I'm not saying you look for trouble, they will come.